just beware of a team called the Cleveland Browns. They came alive in 85 and 86, they're going for more. Bring on the Broncos, Bengals, Bears, the Dolphins, Steelers, we don't care because we're going to the Super Bowl. They're the bad Cleveland Browns, baddest football team around, better than a team should be. They're gonna win the AFC. Now the Browns are known throughout the league for their fearsome running backs. Nothing could be finer than a run by Ernest Biner and a big Kevin Mack attack. We got Bernie the Kid, and I'm glad we did. He's as talented as he is cool. In the clutch is quite a twosome when he throws to Ozzie Newsome. Brian Brennan, Webster Slaughter too. They're the bad Cleveland Browns, baddest football team around, better than a team should be. They're gonna win the AFC. Now the Browns have got a defense that can really rock the place. Tell your runners and receivers that they're gonna be believers when the dogs are getting in their face. There's Golden from Johnson, Clancy, Hairston, and a couple 100 pounds of clay. Now when Chris starts rocking, Frank and Hampton start barking, they'll be dogging you all the way. They're the bad Cleveland Browns, baddest football team around.
All right, we got Albert from Cleveland, Ohio. I mean, he's got quite a spread going here. All right, quick questions for you. Nothing fancy. First thing, what's on the menu today? What do we got going on here?
We're just keeping it simple. We got some brats, some beef hot dogs, some hamburgers going.
Okay. Man, they got all kinds of chips and buns and toppings and condiments. Man, we might have to come back here, John. I don't know. All right. What players are going to be critical for the Browns to pull off a victory today?
Well, of course, it's going to be Baker Mayfield, and we're going to try to get another Rookie of the Week for Ward.
Baker and Ward seems to be what everybody's going with. All right, give us your Browns fan resume really quick. How long you been coming down here? How long you been doing this?
Oh man, I'm 35, so since '83.
Since '83,
I was born into this. I had no choice, man.
Just like the rest of us. Most important question of the day: final score of the game and who's gonna win?
21-17. Dogs, of course.
He didn't even hesitate. 21-17, Cleveland.
Let's go. And a nail biter, baby. Let's go, dog.
Hey, you heard it here first. Thanks, man. Who's the owner of this fine vehicle right here? Is that be you, sir? You don't mind if we take some pictures of it?
There's no big name. Like,
we're live.
What?
I said, are you guys ready?
Yeah, that's a first.
Look at that T-shirt. Taco Dell. That's a good one. Good name today. I like Taco Dell. We got It May Feel Like My Shoulder Hurts. That's pretty creative. And we have Jim Klingenberg. I don't know who Jim Klingenberg is, but welcome to the show.
Oh, yeah,
I like that shirt. Already read it out loud.
Damn it, I don't want my real name being known.
Change it.
Nobody knows who you are, James.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to Wednesday Night Quarterbacks. Thanks for joining.
Man, I don't have the victory music queued up.
Hell of a game. Hell of a game.
Absolutely it was. Who cares if we didn't cover?
I covered. I was only given 9, and I was very happy that their backup third-string kicker missed that field goal.
The real question is, how was the Muni lot on Sunday?
Judging from the videos I saw, it was jam-packed and maybe a couple melees here and there.
There was some AWE action going on in the front lot there, that's for sure.
I showed Crystal that video, and she goes, "Oh my God, what do you think of this?" And my first thought was, what horrible technique throwing a punch.
Oh, terrible. It was awful. The whole fight was terrible.
What's up with Browns on Browns crime, by the way?
My first thought was this video, whoever's taking the video, they suck.
I did like in the video, the guy that takes a second to turn the camera to himself to hit the joint.
Right. I mean, I appreciate that, but
That guy had meth teeth written all over him.
Oh, man.
Oh man, what do you got on the agenda today, John?
Well, let's go to the next slide. First off, you need to stop the screen share, refresh the slides, and bring them back up if you could.
Oh, wow, that's a lot of things you have to do.
Just
He ain't the best
stop
man in the business. for
Stop
nothing,
the screen
folks.
share. Just refresh them in Google and then reshare them again.
Yeah.
And while he's doing that, I want to say kudos to Eric Metcalf, Josh Cribbs, and who's the other guy?
Oh, I just saw this story today too, and I can't remember.
how is it now?
The same. Maybe I sent you the wrong link.
Oh, jeez.
I don't think I did, though. Did you? Well, I guess we'll have to check the quotes out. That doesn't look right. That's okay. Let's just go to the quotes. It was
There you go.
It was awesome. It was a great experience. Everybody did their job, blocked for me, and I was able to get in the end zone.
Well,
That's easy. To Felton.
Easy punt.
I was gonna say that's one of the biggest softballs in football history.
Next
I'll
up,
tell you what.
what?
That was a good run by him.
Nice
I will
spin
say that
move.
was a really, really good, hard fought.
Great spin move.
He deserved it. He deserved that touchdown. He was not going to be denied.
I forget exactly who tweeted it out, but somebody said it's like he had the cheat codes for Madden.
Right, that was a good. I like that. That was a good tweet.
Oh, what's the next one, John?
The training staff got me right. I'm glad for everyone who's helped me. I do think we have the potential to be great. Top 5 defense. We're working towards that.
Grant Delpit.
I will agree with that.
Cheater.
Oh,
Grant
wow, you
Delpit
guys-
on coming back from. You guys are on fire today.
I'll give you both a half a point.
Well, let's see if you get this. That was a hell of a hit. Who are they talking about that laid the hit, and whose quote is it?
Well, Grant Delpit made the hit.
Yeah, that's easy.
All right.
Myles Garrett said it.
And Myles Garrett said it. Good AEW tag team action.
Yeah, Jimmy and John, old roommates at Bowling Green.
And that was a hell of a hit. That was textbook.
I was worried
2
about
seconds, something like
the
that.
yellow flag coming out after that hit.
He
But
hit
it was
you know,
It was right in the chest.
Clean.
Right in
Yeah,
the chest with the shoulder
just
pad. That was perfect.
destroyed him.
The only bad thing that happened on that is we didn't get the ball. Other than that, it was perfect. We're going to have to get into this whole blitzing thing, I'm sure, in this
And usually the
conversation
defense
tonight.
does get those because the offensive guys are all looking the wrong way. You know, and you see, but you know, it was one of those where we didn't get it.
Well, that lineman had got pushed back so far, he just was right there to try to pick it up and run. He went like 2 feet. What's next?
I heard the comment, and I got a kick. Up to this point, he, in brackets, because I didn't want to give away his name, doesn't throw as many picks, and is tough, and is a heck of a playmaker. He's scrappy. Who's he, and who said it? And if you want to go even further, how did this comment start?
I can honestly say I'm assuming this
Does he mean
has something
he
to
got a
do
kick
about
out of
Baker.
it?
Yeah, he got a kick out of the comment, out of the comment that started it.
I'm going to say it's something about Baker, but I have no idea who said it.
Okay, it is about Baker. I'll give you a hint. It's about a comparison made.
Oh, yes. It's about Brett Favre. Myles Garrett compared them to Brett Favre 2.0.
There we
Hear
go.
that. I did hear that.
I got you on the hint. So this comment is from Brett Favre on Myles Garrett calling Baker Favre 2.0.
Did not cheat.
I
Cheater.
will give Jimmy
We could have a whole
point.
show on Miles' quotes from that interview he gave after the game.
Jimmy gets.
I did take a couple.
Jimmy gets 0.05 points for that.
Thank you.
Also his grade point average.
Wow.
All right.
Damn.
Listen,
I-
Mr. Blue,
Boy. 0.
Mr.
There was a
Blutowski.
semester where, like, I know 5 people that were in my circle that got 0.0s, and a couple of them
John, let me
didn't go
tell
to
you,
some exams.
Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life.
Hey, I didn't say I got one. I just said people around me did.
York, man.
I put in the work during the week, come out on Sundays because I truly love this game.
Jedrick Wills.
Yeah, that's a good call there because he wasn't expected to play at all until his backup got even hurt worse than he did.
Right,
Are they,
Hubbard. No, Hubbard.
are they
I'm
right,
sticking
John?
with the tag team.
Are they right?
I'm going with Jimmy.
No, it Mayfield hurt my shoulders, or it Mayfield like my shoulder hurts. You got to guess?
Are they on the right side of the field?
No.
Oh, it's Baker.
I'm going to say Baker
that makes
Mayfield.
I was going to give you a hint saying it's in your name and you would have got it. That was on his tackling, injury, and gameplay on Sunday.
Yeah, well, he doesn't have to make that quote if Schwartz doesn't pull up short on that route.
Right.
Did you see?
that's
He had a
also
good
true.
stiff arm tackle where he kind of pushed the guy down.
No, that was a block. Mayfield made a block where he pushed the defensive back down with
Yeah.
his right arm. That
He
was
goes,
nice.
he goes. I don't even need the left one.
Right. I buried him with one arm. Is what he said. He was mic'd up. He was mic'd. It's on mic.
Nice.
It's good.
All right. Hopefully the rest of these came in. So who made the biggest rookie impact play? The spin move, Nintendo move by Demetric Felton, or that 2-second sack by Delpit? Which one was your guys'? Which one would you pick?
Felton.
The touchdown.
Belton.
Hey,
Yeah.
Glenn's watching.
Oh, we miss Glenn.
Wow.
Glenn.
Yeah,
Amen.
hey, Glenn, buddy, we miss you like a hemorrhoid.
Hard to chase for Fields to get crushed in his first start. F him. Oh, hard to cheer for Fields to get crushed in his first start, but F him.
Agree.
Glenn, that doesn't have anything to do with what we're talking about right now.
No, it doesn't.
We're supposed to pick the play.
This is the best fan
What's up,
cast
Scott?
in
What's up, Glenn?
Ohio.
Everybody wave so I can call your name out for watching. All right, so everyone here picks Felton. You don't think Delpit being able to come back from an Achilles and in one of the plays make a sack that was impactful? No, just because that run was so good.
What we need the technology we need. We need to be able to click the screen and be able to see the play again.
Well,
All this white
possible.
space that you see is open for ad sponsorship, and that will allow us the
Okay,
technology we need to,
Very true.
get some live video in there. I think you have to have permission too.
Do you?
Yeah, I think you need permission to
People
replay plays.
replay plays on Twitter all the time.
Yes,
Are you trying to say people wouldn't want to sponsor this electric show?
that's.
Yeah.
This week,
Everyone has seen the blue
so-
line. Also, make sure you take a drink.
sponsored this week by Miller Genuine Draft. Please
H.
send
Jackson,
all
perhaps. I don't know.
all checks and swag to 2455 Glengate. Nobody else.
I got
Valve heating and
We're giving our full names and our addresses out on the show tonight.
That's fine. Throw it over.
I lip-
Bring it on.
Moving on.
Swagger!
So I honestly have had this slide set up, but we don't have it.
Terrific.
So if you can see on there, it shows without being properly centered or cut, which I swear to you it was. Baker Mayfield has the highest completion percentage in the NFL, and Nick Chubb has 0.54 missed tackles per average in 2021. The next highest running backs have 0.46. And then you have your highest rated Browns through 2 weeks. McDowell, Chubb, Landry, Batonio, and Conklin.
Yeah, Antonio's number one. You forgot that.
I came back to it. I can't see. I mean, I had to do it from memory.
You can tell who it is, but yeah, impressive. Very impressive.
What were some stats from you guys? Or it Mayfield like my shoulder hurts. Do you have any?
Stats?
I do. You know what? I did find it interesting out of the 19 passes that Baker did complete this week. I want to say at least 12 or 13 of them were to tight ends. I mean, they had a game plan. They stuck with it, and it worked.
I think that was more of because Landry went out. I think they just Stefanski probably like, let's stick 2 or 3 tight ends in there every time.
Well, I mean, let's face it. I mean, Peoples-Jones had 1 target. Landry had 1. Hunt, Chubb both only had 1. Schwartz only had 1.
Right,
everything else besides Higgins had 2, but everything else went to tight ends.
Well,
So whether that was by design or by necessity, it still worked.
Well,
Yeah.
by necessity, Foot, I don't know the exact number, but I think they said after Baker got injured, they didn't attempt to pass over like 8 yards or something.
No, and I can understand that.
Well,
And that's
yeah,
also
I
what the
think that.
defense was. That's what the defense was also giving them.
They didn't want the guy to get hit.
Right.
And
super
Landry
quick.
went out and early.
Beautiful rushing day for
That's
Chubb.
what
Only
I
11
said.
carries,
Once
but
Landry went
95
out, then
yards.
you just go to a bunch of 3 tight end sets or 2 tight end sets, run the ball a bunch, and don't get Baker killed back there.
Yeah, I mean,
Pretty smart.
and you keep feeding the machine. Chubb and Hunt back and forth, combined 24 carries for 146 yards.
Such
And
an
a
efficient
touchdown.
running
How can
group.
How can you go wrong?
Extremely.
You know, Hunt, Chubb averaging 8.6 yards a carry, and Hunt averaging almost 4. Hey, what can you
Brian,
say?
What did
And a
Hunt
gutsy-
or what did
a
Chubb average?
Gutsy run.
What did Chubb average? 8?
8.6
Over 8.
yards they got him. Yeah. I mean, as long as it was only 26, he had 95 yards, but it was only at 11 carries. which was
11
pretty impressive.
carries.
Now you're going to figure Baker himself carried the ball 8 times. It was only for 10 yards, but that one gutsy one it came right down the pipe for the touchdown. I didn't think he was going to get in.
Well, Brian, if you're talking
Perfect.
about combining stats and running the ball, is any fantasy player or football player in general ever pulled up what Janovich has done? 2 games, 2 attempts, 0 yards, 1 touchdown. How
That's
do you
impressive.
have 2
I don't
attempts for 0 yards and a touchdown?
I
That's
bet you
impressive.
He was probably $2.25 on DraftKings. He would have
Now,
been
I'm not
safe.
good at math. That means his first run was -1 and his other run was +1.
You are correct. It was
Okay.
first and goal or third and goal from the one that did it. It was a
one-
1 yard run, and the other one he lost. He lost the yard.
Thanks, Spalding. No wonder America's 21st in the world in math.
But as a team, we combined 34 rushes for 156 yards and 3 rushing touchdowns. I mean, what more could you possibly ask for from a run-first team?
You can't.
No.
That's perfect. It's exactly what you want.
We should talk about the bad.
Baker-
Do you have any defensive stats? Go ahead about Baker, though. Get that coming in.
I'll tell you what.
It doesn't look like we have any defensive stats here.
No, we had him. I had a graphic up there that showed that we were 8th overall right now in offense and like 14th overall in defense.
Yeah, and I didn't expect it to be that good.
Yeah, I'm with Brian. If you told me 14th after those 2 games, I'd take it.
Well, it's only because Tyrod got hurt and we had Davis Mills in.
I think they got lucky with Tyrod getting hurt because they were just totally confused the whole time he was in there. They didn't know what was going on. He was executing the offense, and
What's his name?
looked good.
Freaking Greg Greedy Williams Newsom II, just running down the field and never turning back for the ball. That was a bad pass interference.
And Ward was getting picked on to no end, and he was like way off.
I was not singing Ward's praises on Sunday. I actually was giving him the business because
The warden was getting
he looked out of
play
sorts,
action.
and he looked like he was just plain old just beat on the plays that they threw his way.
Well, I think it was, and I know it was, Zach Meisel from The Athletic tweeted, don't quote me exactly, but I thought the tweet was genius. He goes, does it look like the Browns are in mid-season form, ... unless they are.
That would be scary.
Oh,
Yeah, if this is the defense that we have to look forward to moving forward, and they don't make some kind of adjustments, or
I'm willing to give them a pass that it takes a defense, regardless of talent, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks, whatever it is, to really gel. But usually stands for big ugly trouble. But you gotta just maul the Texans. Come on.
And this is what I think everybody's trying to figure out at this point. What exactly is Joe Wood's scheme?
I don't know.
Is it a soft, ridiculous zone on every play?
Doesn't it seem to change?
Ridiculous.
And he only dials up a couple blitzes.
A lot of
Here's the stat. I heard a stat today on the radio, and I'm going to get the numbers wrong. One of them I'm going to get right because I remembered it. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense this year has blitzed. It's either 59 or 61 times. You guys know how many times we've blitzed
5
in 2 games?
3 or 4.
No, I mean, you're not far off.
6.
But think about that.
11.
In 2 games so far this year, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have blitzed 59 to 61 times. It's one of those, we'll just say 60 because I can't remember exactly what it was. 2 games, 60 times. The Browns have blitzed 16.
Wow, okay. They just blitz.
Total, so that's 8 per game, and none of them have been effective except for Delpit's blind side. Nobody even touched him.
That's
Other than
because
that, we had 1 sack last week, I think, where Clowney and
Which
Garrett
is more
met in the middle.
More blitzes the Ohio State defense has done this.
I mean,
year.
that's why I keep asking, what exactly is the scheme here? What defense are we running? The softest zone defense I've ever seen.
Like I said, I'm willing to give the defense several more weeks because I know it takes time to gel. But if you said to me right now, tell me about Joe Woods, I'd say he's a awesome candidate for the head coaching job at Akron.
John, you know what? I'm with you, but I don't think the Browns can afford to give it a few more weeks to see what's going on.
We can't.
This week against Chicago this week, maybe. We'll see. We'll find out. But I think,
we don't have many more weeks to go.
But the week after that, I believe, is Minnesota. If they're going to play soft zone against Thielen and Cook and all those guys, they're going to eat you alive.
And then the Chargers.
Brian, more to your point, look past
the Chargers.
And then the Cardinals.
Chiefs.
And then Denver, and then the Steelers.
I mean, it's going to be...
You have all passing teams.
They need to get their shit together this week.
If this defense is going to continue to do this...
Look at what Kelsey did. He would just run 10 yards down the field, turn around, and the ball was there. And then he could just turn around and run another 2 or 3 yards. You can't play defense like that.
I would be the first one to not want to say this, but if this is what they're going to do... You're looking at like 2 and 4 coming up because some of these teams are going to kill you if that's the defense you're going to put out there on the field.
Right, they're watching the tape.
Unless, of course, our offense has to make up for it, which we all know they can.
Well, they're going to have to continue to score 30 points a game.
That's not complimentary football.
You're going to have to force teams to score 32 points a game, but guess what? Some of these offenses that you're going to play coming up here soon, they can and they will, and you're going to lose 28-35.
Right.
And everyone's going to be like, oh, they played a good game against, the Vikings. They played a good game against the Chargers. They played a good game against the Cardinals. But guess what? You fucking lost because your defense is just giving it like a sieve. This can't continue. It can't continue.
Hear that, Joe?
Justin Fields looked like a freaking Heisman Trophy winner this weekend.
I know Joe is
all over the field.
He will definitely take notes.
Joe Woods, get your shit together, man.
Right. I agree.
The Zips are gonna be calling, buddy.
Justin Fields is playing. Would we rather see him or would we rather see Andy Dalton?
I'd rather see Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton.
I'd rather see Andy Dalton.
No, you want to see the rookie. Look at what they did to Dwayne Haskins last year. What was that? Last year or 2 years ago?
Last year.
No,
Miles tackled him by his shirt.
Do you want the evil you know or the evil you don't know? Because Justin Fields is far more mobile than Andy Dalton.
Their defense is really good, too.
And I don't know if
Bears have a good D.
It's just
and I don't know
if
anybody saw the Scott Van Pelt Sports Center where he broke down Justin Fields and how many passes were right on the money and were dropped or just off the fingertips, but they were there to be had. So
he
don't
throws a good ball.
that crappy stat line.
Very accurate.
And their offense is almost near the bottom. So he's going to have to Take them all the way up.
David Montgomery is definitely not Walter Payton, but you don't want to let him get out there in space or he will just freaking run away from you.
Oh, blue line.
That's why we have JOK, right?
All right, so we need our results.
Isn't JOK's job going to be?
Did he do anything last game?
Fields and go wherever he goes.
He better.
No, but since all our linebackers are hurt now, we have to play him. So.
And he's already listed as questionable.
Taki's out this week, isn't he?
Yeah, well, he hasn't practiced yet. Did JOK do anything this past game?
No, nothing.
Nothing to speak of.
No. So who won the point?
Oh man, are we already at that point of the show?
We are. And for those of you watching, get your predictions in.
Just so you know, your boy had was 3 tackles, 2 solo tackles, and 1 pass defended. That was JOK's claim to fame this past Sunday.
Excuse me while I move this cat.
What's up, Ray? What's up, Dina?
I'll tell you what, the easy answer, and I know you were really waiting to see who's got this week's point, and I was surprised myself because I knew somebody was close. I didn't know how close they were, and then I come to find out this is the 2nd week in a row that somebody missed it. Perfectly predicting.
Was it Scott from the lot?
Point. It was not.
Connie from the lot?
Please tell me it wasn't Glenn.
It was not Glenn. Glenn was he was off by a month. Closest picks we had John Spaulding 31-12. He was almost there. Myself 30-26.
Who?
Yeah, a little closer. And then 31-20. Missed it by 1 point.
Oh.
Jeremy.
Get the.
Wow.
That's what you told me. That's what I wrote down.
Wow.
And he almost nailed it. For the 2nd week in a row, we almost had a perfect prediction. So after, the early leaders in the clubhouse are Glenn Haynen with 1 and Jeremy with 1.
Ooh. Splitting the field. Get your predictions in.
It's still anybody's game at this point. I know Glenn every week thinks he won, but this week he did not.
All right, who's got a prediction?
And this show's flying by today.
Go ahead.
I'm ready to roll.
Go on, John. Don't be shy. Come on, give it to me.
Taco Dell.
Taco Dell is predicted.
He's playing.
Browns victory, but they don't cover the spread, a la Brian Seamus. Okay. 28-24 Browns.
Oh.
What is the spread this week? Does anybody know? Not that this is.
I think it's still double digits. I think it's like 10. It might be down to 9. I don't know.
7.
It's at 7.
Wow. Went from 10 to 9 to 7.
It was in double digits to start. Maybe
a day and a half.
It went up because of
7
Fields.
according to the article I read today on The Athletic.
Did the line come out at 10 and move to 7 that quick?
I don't know, but I think it may have moved when the Bears announced Fields as the starter.
Wow.
They announced that today.
Well, then, if anything, you would have thought the line would have went the other way.
Hello, Jennifer. Taco Dell says hello.
Oh, Jennifer is from room 101? Wait, that sounds like in a hotel.
Jennifer P.
At our school. Jen P. Give big shout out to Jen P. in room 101.
Woo woo.
That does sound a little strange.
All right, we got Ray. Ray says 27-24 Browns.
Is that Ray? Just Ray?
Ray H. We got Scott from the lot. Says Browns 24, Bears 20.
Shouldn't Scott be Scott from the hearse instead of Scott from the lot?
People are calling him. They're calling a much closer game this week. I just want to point that out. We got a 4-point, a 3-point, and a 4-point difference so far.
Have you ever watched the Browns play?
No.
Of course it's going to be close. No. It's a home game.
Jimmy, what do you think? What say you?
What say me? I say Browns 28, Bears 17.
Okay, he's got them covering.
Connie says Brown. Wait, what did you say, Jim?
28-17.
Connie from the lot says Browns 21, Bears 17. Storm's watching. What's up, Storm? He came in time to get in his prediction and to learn that he did not win a point last week. Has anyone said 28-21 yet?
No.
That's what I want.
No.
28-21.
No, your Price is writing me.
No, that's what I want. I just,
Right.
if someone else picked that on the dot, I was going to choose something different. So we'll go 28-21.
What did Storm say?
Browns. He just got here.
Oh, good for you. Right, good for you.
Tom, I know
Christian Bale with a drop it.
Tom gave his prediction earlier. Yeah, he got his prediction in earlier. It's not here because we're just doing
from our friend Glenn yet.
nothing from Glenn. Liz just got here, so we're going to give you a second to get your prediction in. Let me go to my other post and see Tom's comment.
Well, I'll tell you what. I want to be really, really confident and say there's no reason that the Browns can't cover this 7, 8, 10, 12-point spread if that's what it is. I don't. But you know what?
It could.
Right now, I am so nervous about the defense and the scheme, not the personnel.
Yeah.
I think they have the pieces. I think they have very good pieces. It's the scheme, I don't think they're being utilized correctly. This game makes me really, really nervous. I don't know why. I think it's an overtime game. I'm going to give the Browns the win, and I'm going to kick myself in the ass for this. I think it's going to be closer than everybody thinks. Well, obviously not, because everybody thinks it's going to be close. I'm going Browns 23, Bears 20.
And we have Tom P., who says Browns 27, Bears 20.
Tom Pickett.
Yep.
There it is.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a closer
You know what?
game, and I think it's going to come down to whoever has the ball last.
Hey, you know what I like? We have smart viewers because, like you said, everybody took their points up, even though the Bears' offense isn't that good. They've seen our defense, so.
Well, I think it should be noted also, we're ripping Joe Woods this whole time for everything. You know what? Kevin Stefanski's the head coach. You know, he can put his 2 cents in. Not all on Joe.
You know what? He's never really struck me as that kind of coach, though, where he's just going to say, hey, you know, you got to do something. I mean, I would love to think that Stefanski pulled him into his office afterward and said, hey, man, this isn't what a lot of people thought we were signing up for here.
Right.
Stick his nose into the defensive coordinator's room there, and come on.
He should stick his nose into the offense and realize that the entire league has figured out that the Browns want to pass first to get a lead. How about run first? You've got a duo of running backs that are world class.
Sure.
And then you've got Felton, who's catching the ball and making Madden-type plays. Run the ball down their throats, Khalil Mack or not.
Yeah, but I think that the thinking is that if you do that, then they get tired and you can't run the ball out at the end because...
John, but to John's point, right now they for lack of a better term, they possibly have a 3-headed monster back there. I mean, you can divvy those carries up. They proved that this past Sunday. They didn't just rely on one workhorse. They didn't just, okay, Chubb, you're the bell cow. You're going to get 25 carries. Hunt, we're going to give you 6.
Right. Well, it's even, and then they bring in the X factor.
More than Chubb.
It's even. They bring in the X factor of Felton.
Yeah, and Brian, I mean, we were in the stands, and I looked at you at one point, and I go, Hunt's in there so much. Is Chubb hurt?
John actually did. He said, is Chubb hurt? And I said, no, he's back in now. But if you really looked at it, I mean, shit, Hunt had 13 carries. Chubb only had 11.
He was fresh in the fourth quarter, and what did he do? He ripped off that 30-yard touchdown run at the end of the game.
Yeah, and that's what you're going to have to do against, I think, a defense like the Bears.
The Bears are good.
Set up. They know you're missing Landry. We still don't know if Beckham's going to play this week, so that means you're going to.
Yes, we do. He's playing.
Okay.
Tom P says run it up their asses. Liz said that she's lowballing this one, and Liz up their asses. Liz picks Browns 17, Bears 14. Steven, who we're still waiting on an actual prediction, says.
Is that Storm?
Yeah, says Fields is going to torch the Browns secondary. Denzel is not going to want to tackle.
I gotta be nice to Storm going forward because I'm a little nervous about Southern Cal and Notre Dame coming up.
I just, you know, we all agree that we would love to see Odell back on the field this week, and we need him to be there. Question is, first of all, how many targets is he going to get? And is he 100? Does his camp tell him that he's 100% and he's ready to go back to full contact sports? because it seems like that's what's holding him out right now. Somebody
Brian,
else is telling him he's not ready.
And Brian, to piggyback on you, it's not even that, but is he going to be like Delpit? Is he going to pitch count? Like they're saying, we're not playing this guy more than, 50% of the offensive plays.
Yeah, I don't. I like to see. I'd like to see him utilize the same game plan they used this past week. Run the ball, hit your tight ends out in the flats, pick up the yard that you can. Take a shot downfield every now and then when you think you have it, and hope that your rookie receivers are running the right routes and not short dicking it.
Yeah, Schwartz, you owe Baker a touchdown for that interception.
I mean, if you're the Bears right now, don't you come into this game and say we are going to blitz the shit out of them and try to stop up every hole on that line so they can't run through us. Going to make Baker toss the ball around the field where you may have the likes of Higgins, Peoples-Jones, and Schwartz out there just running around.
And Odell.
Hopefully Beckham. I'm just not. You know what? Until I see the number 13 running down the field with his stupid clown shoes on and his stupid mirrored visor, I'm not going to believe he's actually playing.
Such a hater. A lot of bubble screens and a lot of action of the tight ends.
I don't want to be a hater towards Odell. I want him to get his fucking ass on the field because now more than ever we need him. We need him.
Don't forget,
Agreed.
We need him to be we didn't need him to be the Odell of old, like his first couple of years with the Giants. We need him to be solid, consistent, and available. Not asking for much. We don't need him to do what he did in the Cowboys game last year. We need him to be on the field, if for nothing else, to pull a defender over towards him.
All right, Steven, we're not stalling any longer for you. We got to go. There's AEW coming on.
Yeah. I mean, come on, Steven. You got that Southern Cal PhD.
Well, get your predictions in if you're watching the VOD.
I'm missing predictions from Jeremy, Glenn,
Jen
Steven,
P.
and Pat from last week, Eric.
Jen P, join the party. Make a prediction.
All right, let's go to the last slide.
If you're somebody like Jeremy and you're 1 point on the board, you better get your prediction in.
How did Jeremy get a point?
He almost nailed it right on the head.
We'll see you next Wednesday. Oh, Steven, listen. This sucks. 29-24 Bears.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
I was waiting for it, and you know what? To tell you the truth, fellas, I hemmed and hawed about my pick because I still think that game's going to come down to the last possession. That's why I had the 23-20. Very well could be an overtime game, and it could be the other way. But I'm going with the Browns because we're at home. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt.
We're going to will them to victory.
Hey, Steven.
What don't you fucking understand?
Come on, Christian Bale's been all over this broadcast.
All right, everybody, we'll see you next Wednesday. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Oh, what'd he say?
What are you taking us out with there, John?
I think it's John from South Euclid.
John from South Euclid. He was a fun interview.
Yeah, he was the one that said he's like you asked him if he was going to work the next day, and he goes, "I got personal time."
That's right. He was the guy that sells insurance or something, wasn't he?
Something like that. So, all right, everyone, we'll see you next Wednesday.
Take us out. Somebody take us out.
I did. You're out.
What?
Browns for life, baby. This is what we do. We live it, baby. We got John from South Euclid and his crew here, and man, he's got the thing going. 2 grills, wings, looks like burgers and dogs. You got sauerkraut in there too?
Yes, sir.
You got sauerkraut going too, man.
Spicy sauerkraut.
How long you been coming down? How long you been doing this?
For a long time. I've been down here over 12 years.
12 years? All right, season ticket holder?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Dog pound.
Look at that. He's serving him up as he's doing the interview. I love it. All right, here you plan on going to work tomorrow?
No.
Are you supposed to go to work tomorrow?
I have vacation time.
I like that. All right.
I have time.
Here's the quick questions. Besides Baker and Odell, what Browns players are we going to need to step up so we can secure a victory today?
Chubb for first. We need Chubb to run the ball. We need our running backs to run, and we're going to need more of our tight ends to pick it up because we lost Njoku to that broken wrist. So our tight ends are going to have to block, because Njoku was a passing and catching tight end, so our other tight ends are more blocking tight ends, so should open some holes up for Chubb and our other backs to, you know, get some big runs.
Chubb seems to be the, everybody's saying Chubb, so that's all right, because I agree with you 100%.
We need Chubb.
Give it to us straight, from the head, not from the heart. What's the final score of today's game?
27-10 Browns.
27-10 Browns. You heard her here first in the Muni lot.
Hey,
what else can you say?
Hey, no, this is just the beginning. I got chicken. I'm doing chicken Phillies next.
This is just the beginning, folks. You know.
This is just the start.
On the south side of Lake Erie, there's a place called Cleveland Town. And if you go down there, you better just beware of a team called the Cleveland Browns. They came alive in 85 and 86, they're going for more. Bring on the Broncos, Bengals, Bears, the Dolphins, Steelers, we don't care because we're going to the Super Bowl. They're the best Cleveland Browns, baddest football team around. Better than team should be. They're gonna win the AFC. Now the Browns are known out of the league for their fearsome